Nathan, your initial assessment of tonight's game?
I think some real positives in terms of how we played. I think we dominated field position, had the ball in our half, created lots of opportunities. I think some of our full ground defence, there's some positives in there, and I think we saw some great things from some young people in our team too.
Some off-season recruits, big names, Junior Rioli, and seemed to enjoy his game against his premiership teammates, and so too Jason Horne-Francis. Some pretty exciting signs from him.
Yeah, I think in the forward line, I think Junior getting through the game. I think Orazio getting through the game unscathed. I think Jason did some really good things through the midfield, and it was a big improvement for him from last week. So I thought he was very good. Even Lockie Jones in the midfield, I think we're seeing some really good things from a third-year player as well.
How much are you hoping for a bit of a spike in that small forward, or that crafty small forward role, given Orazio missed a lot of footy last year and the addition of Junior this year as well?
Yeah, I think when you see Orazio Junior, Sampao Pepper was very good tonight. I think when Jed came into the game replacing Travis, that I think Jed really offered something in the forward line too. So I think we got some really good output from our high forwards tonight.
Just on Travis, copped a pretty heavy knock. How's the initial assessment of him?
Yeah, he's sort of taken away for scans, so we'll find out more. But yeah, we don't know too much at this stage.
Appear to be a back issue, lower back issue. Do you have any idea of where he was sort of, I guess, in discomfort?
Yeah, we're not sure. He'll get scans on his back and his ribs and see how he goes.
And obviously, he'll stick around hopefully for a little while, because that's sort of the plan, isn't it, to stick around here in the West for a
yeah, it is. Yeah, we're here for the week, so it might impact his surfing and golf, but we'll find out more probably tomorrow.
What do you make of the ruck battle? Obviously, both Bassett and Teagle are fighting for that number one spot.
I think Scooter was really impressive tonight. I think Scott did a really good job for us in the ruck. I think Bryn's a good learner for us, and he's getting better. I think Scott gave us a great look, and his contest was good.
It's nice to see him back as well. I guess he's had a rough run with injury over the last couple of years.
Yeah, he has. And he's only played 4 games last year, and I think he's been building during pre-season. He's missed a bit of pre-season. He's been to a lot of weddings, so it's good to see him back and playing good footy.
On Junior, what do you expect from him for the year to come?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's only played, I think, 11 games or 13 games in 3 years. So great for him to be back. And same with Orazio, he's missed a lot of footy. So, if we can get a good chunk of games in both of them, we know they add some class and some scoring potential.
How was he feeling ahead of this game? Was he pretty nervous to come back to West Coast HQ and play a game?
No, he was really positive. He was telling us that it's real games now and he's ready to play. So it was good to see that from him tonight.
Was he expecting the boos like he got when he got kicked that first time?
I don't think that West Coast Eagles were too vicious, and I know Western Australians treat their own pretty well. He'll always be a West Coast Eagles premiership player. So he did well.
What have you seen from him in the pre-season physically from afar? It looks as though he's pretty well conditioned, and looks as though he's dropped a couple of kilos as well.
His fitness has been good, and he's been a really good contributor in terms of ball movement and what he adds to us in score. So he's an exciting player, and we're looking forward to seeing what he can offer during the season.
Have you got anyone else to come back for next week's game against Freo?
Yeah, we'll have a few back in. So Charlie Dixon will be back, Zach Butters will be back, Darcy Byrne-Jones will be back. So we've got some good experience that are sitting on the sidelines that are ready to go next week.
Oh, wow, so you'd be pretty close to full strength?
Yeah, well, certainly what our full strength looks like for round one. Jeremy Finlayson's probably touch and go for round one, but certainly those 3 guys will certainly add something that's significant for our team.
And just one on Jake Bassett. Obviously he started full training not so long ago. How's he looking? Is he a chance to play next week or anything?
Jake was very good last week in the internal trial, so he's only been back in contact for about 3 weeks. But he looked very good at training. I just saw the first 5 minutes, took a nice intercept mark out there, which is good. So great to have him back on the track.